Chapter 1. The second chance I woke up wrong. Like my bones remembered a fall that hadn't happened yet. The ceiling was my old ceiling. The phone on my desk was the clunky brick I sold years ago. The date on the lock screen froze my lungs. No. I whispered, not again. Same face in the mirror. Same thin jaw scar from a window that hadn't broken yet. I got sent back. 3 soft knocks. My body knew the rhythm. Aaron. A warm voice called. Are you up? Sierra died in my first life. She ran to Caden the second his smile flashed. I became the helpful shadow. I opened the door anyway. She stood in a hoodie, hair behind one ear. You look like you saw a ghost. I did. I said, mine. She stepped in, shut the door. I remember. She whispered, remember what? Everything. The end, the lies. The night you warned me and I called you jealous. I woke up with it all like fresh. Guts, I came here. You remember Caden. I remember what he is. She said, I study. A bitter laugh scraped out. Then go to him. That's the script. Not anymore, she said. I'm choosing you. It hit hard. Why? You were the only one who didn't want anything from me, she said. You told me the truth when it cost you. I paid for it. I said, with everything. I know. She said, let me pay something back. My phone buzzed. Unknown number. Club meeting. 5 p.m. Auditorium be big changes. You should come, K. The first hook. Sierra read it. Don't go. I went last time. I said. He made a room feel bright, and I mistook it for light. You know the trick now, she said. Step away. If I don't go, he'll come to me. Then we answer together. She said. I asked. I'm not leaving you to fight his charm alone. She said. Prove. You remember. I said. Tell me one thing only I would know. You kept a letter in your jacket for a month. She said. You burned it on the footbridge and said, be free. He'd stung my eyes. I thought no one saw. I saw. Too late. She said. What do you want from me? Nothing. Not a claim. Not a promise. Just a chance to stand where I should have stood. And if I say no, I'll still stand there. She said. You don't owe me yes. It sounds like pressure dressed as care. It's me refusing him, she said. I flipped the phone face down. The K glowed behind my thoughts like a red sign. Caden doesn't lose easy. Caden doesn't know we're awake. He thinks he writes the plot. Then stop reading his pages. She said. What do you want out? I said. Out of his club. Out of his orbit. Out of your triangle. Make one choice he didn't plan. She said. Don't go. I could hear his smooth voice in the hall. The way he made strangers feel chosen. My chest clenched. If I say yes to you, what changes? I change, she said. I listen when you say run. I hold the line when he pushes. I cut ties before the rope tightens. I choose you in daylight, not in smoke. And if I fail, then we fail. Together, but not blind. You really remember. I remember enough to be ashamed, she said, and enough to be brave. What about the others? I asked. They'll say I'm stealing you. Let them talk, she said. I'm not property, and you're not a thief. Silence thinned the air. I heard my heartbeat. Okay. I said, okay. I won't go. I said, not today. She nodded. Good. But hear me. I said, if this turns into a war, I'm saving myself first. That's what I want, she said. Save yourself. I'll back you. My phone buzzed again. See you at 5, Aaron. Bring friends, K. I powered it off. Sierra's smile was small and fierce. What now? Now we wait for the knock. I said, when it comes, we don't run. You'll let me stay. I won't shut you out if you tell the truth. I will, she said, every time. The air tasted like the first hour after a storm wet metal. New. Light. My hand stopped shaking. This still feels unreal. I said, it feels like a second chance. She said. I stared at the dark screen, my reflection faint in the glass. WTF, I whispered, and met it. Another knock echoed from somewhere down the hall. quick and light. Not ours. I felt my pulse steady anyway. For once, the script waited on me. I set the phone on the desk, turned the lock, and faced the door. Without flinching, Chapter 2. The wrong choice woke before the alarm, mouth dry and heart noisy. Second chances are scams. I muttered not. You up? Sierra's voice. Yeah. He'll move fast. Caden always does. Will you let him? No, I said, though fear clung. We walked to campus under gray light. Whispers followed like smoke. She's with him now. Since when? Poor Caden. At the courtyard. Caden stood with his perfect smile, friends circling like guards. Aaron, he called. Got a minute? No. Sierra stepped closer to me. He noticed. I texted. I turned my phone off. That's rude. Boundaries. Boundaries are for equals. Sierra cut in. We aren't your audience. Caden. He tilted his head. Cute. Is this a stunt? It's a choice. Sierra said. Yours, mine. And his. He looked at me. Also mine. He stepped closer. The ring tightened. You're getting bold, Caden said. I'm getting honest. Honest about stealing. People aren't trophies. He laughed. Everyone knows the story, the heroine and the lead. I remember another story, Sierra said. The one where you used everyone. His smile iced. That's a heavy lie. It's a light truth. I said. He circled. Look at them, they're confused. You did that. You did. Sierra shot back. Aaron. Buddy. Let's talk in private. No. Afraid. Tired. Tired of being handled. Jonah slipped forward, nervous grin. Maybe just talk it out, Jonah. Caden said, clapping his shoulder. Good man, Jonah. Flinched. I saw it. Sierra touch my sleeve. Don't let him pull you inside. I'm not moving. Caden's eyes darkened. You're making a mistake. I learned from the last one, she said. His smile cracked. Remember what? The lies. The way you turn love into a mirror. Silence dropped heavy. Gossip, he said smoothly. You swallowed it. I lived it. Prove it. I don't have to, he turned to me. So you hide behind rumor. I stand in front of myself. He laughed bigger. Play rebels. See how long it lasts, as long as it needs. Until you want what I give. I don't want your spotlight. You want safety. Doors that open. I want peace. Peace is just control with a softer name. Sierra exhaled. We're done here. Caden turned to the crowd. Everyone, show some love. Arn's confused. Give him space. The ring loosened. My stomach turned. He leaned close. Meeting at 5. Auditorium B, you'll be there. No. Traditions matter. Not to me. You'll regret standing in my way. He whispered. I've already lived regret. His mask flickered. He faced Sierra. Follow him and you vanish. My circle won't carry you. I'd rather walk alone than be carried wrong. The stage smile returned. Good luck. He left with his orbit. The courtyard exhaled. Jonah hovered. Aaron, you sure? No. But I'm done being sure for the wrong people. He can make things hard. He already did. Sierra murmured. He'll push tonight. I won't be there. Jonah scratched his neck. If you need me, I need you to believe what you saw. I saw him box you in. Then stop helping with the ropes. Jonah nodded and walked away. We sat on the low wall. My hands were cold. Sierra passed me a thermos. Drink. Thanks. Say it again. What? That you won't go. I won't go. She closed her eyes. Good. How long can we hold this line? I asked. As long as we tell truth faster than he tells lies. That's not how crowds work. Then stop caring about crowds. I wish I could. Practice. Start with 1 hour. My phone stayed off like a stone. I pictured 5 o'clock. The auditorium. The spotlight. The trap. I breathed. Until it faded. If he tries to isolate you, call me. I will. If he baits you, I'll walk. And if I waver, I'll remind you why we're here. Why are we here? To make a different mistake, she smiled. Maybe no mistake at all. The sky brightened, whispers. Thin. We stood. Lunch, she asked. I can eat, then let's begin there. We walked past the auditorium doors without looking in. His words followed like a draft. You'll regret standing in my way replayed in my head. I let it echo until it sounded small. Then I chose silence instead. Chapter 3. Shadows of the past. He couldn't shake Caden's voice. You'll regret standing in my way. It echoed like a curse. By noon, the whispers had grown. She ditched Caden for him. Unbelievable. Poor Caden, he doesn't deserve this. Their words clung to me like ash. I sat under a stairwell, back pressed to the cold wall. Sarah found me there. Why are you hiding? She asked. Why are they all looking at me like I stole something? Because he trained them to, or because you're playing me? Her eyes narrowed. Really? I lived this once. I trusted you. You chose him. She knelt, voice low. And I regret it. Regret is cheap. Not when it rewrites fate. I laughed, bitter. Maybe this is his trick. Maybe you're the bait. Then why would I risk his wrath? Why stand here with you? Because it makes a better game. Her hand touched my sleeve. You think I'm lying? I think I'd be a fool not to. I'm here because you were the only one who told me the truth. And what did that earn me? Humiliation. Isolation. Nothing. Not nothing. It earned me memory. It earned me shame. And it earned you this chance. Her words dug deep. But the scar of betrayal screamed louder. Footsteps pounded. Jonah appeared. Out of breath. Caden stirring things. He says you tricked her. He says you begged. I didn't beg. I snapped. I know, Jonah said. But he's convincing. That's what he does. He asked me if I'd testify. If I'd say you schemed. And I told him no. But he smiled anyway. Like he already won. My chest clenched. He'll twist it. He'll make me the villain. Then stop playing his script. Sarah said, you're not the one they're pointing at. I chose this too. Then why aren't they tearing you apart? Because I was their star. You were his shadow. Her honesty cut sharper than any insult. I looked away. So what am I now? I asked. Someone who can break his hold, or someone who gets crushed twice. The past crashed over me. I remembered. The night I begged her to see who Caden was. She laughed in my face, called me jealous, and walked into his arms. I remembered the weeks after. When people spat my name like poison. I remember the day I gave up trying. Aaron, she whispered. I remember too. Do you? I remember the bridge, the burning letter, the way you swallowed pain like glass. I should have chosen you then. You didn't. I'm choosing you now. I stood, pacing. Maybe too late. Maybe I can't believe you anymore. Then don't believe me, believe what you feel. What I feel is paranoia. Every look feels like a knife. Then use it. Let it make you sharp, not broken. Jonah shifted awkwardly. Caden's planning something for tonight. People say he's got proof something about you. Proof of what? I asked. No one knows. Doesn't matter. Once he says it, they'll believe. Because truth doesn't matter when he speaks. Exactly. Sarah grabbed my wrist. So we stay louder. We fight it together. I yank free. Together. Easy word. Hard to trust. Then test me. Push me. I won't leave. You left before. I was blind before. Silence settled like a weight. Jonah cleared his throat. Look, I'll stand aside. I can't fight him. But I won't feed him either. That's something. I muttered. It's more than last time. Sarah added. Last time. The words burned. I faced her. Say it plain. Why me? Why not him? Because I saw his love rot into control. And I saw your hurt stay clean. You were broken. But you never broke others. That's the difference. Her voice trembled. But her eyes didn't. For a heartbeat, I wanted to believe. But the memory of betrayal wrapped around me like chains. If history already burned me once. I whispered, why should I trust the fire that comes close again? Sarah didn't flinch. Because this time, I'll burn with you. I turned away, unsure if her words were salvation or another trap. Chapter 4. Web of betrayal. Be the next morning, The air on campus felt poisoned. Everywhere I walked, voices followed. He begged her. He tricked her. Poor Caden. Each word stuck like thorns. Jonah wouldn't meet my eyes. Other friends crossed the hall before I reached them. Even the professor paused when I entered, as if my seat had turned radioactive. I slammed my locker shut. Sarah leaned against the wall, calm. They're swallowing his story, I said. Of course they are. He fed them sugar first, and I'm the bitter taste they spit out. You're not the poison here. Tell that to their stares. A voice rang out from behind. Aaron. It was Leon, my closest friend from before. For 1 second, I thought he might defend me. Instead, he sneered. I didn't know you were this low. Stealing her, really? I froze. You know me better than that. Apparently I didn't. He said, Caden told me what you pulled. Manipulating her, twisting her head. That's not true. Then why is she standing here like a shadow? You used to be decent, Aaron. Guess second chances don't change rotten hearts. The betrayal hit harder than the whispers. Leon, I said, voice cracking. You were my friend. Friends don't steal. He walked away without looking back. I clenched my fists. He's turning everyone. That's what spiders do, Sarah said quietly. They weave. The fly blames itself. And I'm the fly. You don't have to be. I rounded on her. Don't act like this isn't your fault. She blinked. My fault. If you hadn't chosen me, none of this would be happening. You wanted me to stay with him. I wanted to be left out of his circus. Her face hardened. So you'd rather I live another lie than stand beside you? Yes, no, I don't know. Pick one. She said coldly, I can't. Every road feels wrong. Then walk the one that hurts less, not the one that hurts you forever. I turned away, ashamed. My anger wasn't at her, but it clawed through anyway. That afternoon, Caden staged his masterpiece. He waited in the courtyard again. Crowd gathered like worshippers. I walked past, hoping silence could shield me. It didn't. Aaron. He called, loud and gracious. Wait, dozens of eyes snapped my way. Caden spread his arms like a saint. Let's not fight anymore. I forgive you. My chest tightened. Forgive me? For lying, for dragging her away, for making this harder than it had to be. I didn't. He cut me off, voice booming. You're hurting. I see that. You wanted attention. You thought stealing her would make you whole. But it won't. Murmurs rippled. He's so understanding. Caden's amazing. Poor Aaron. My voice shook. I didn't steal. Anyone. Caden smiled. Of course you'll say that. You always needed an audience. Laughter rose. I felt heat crawl up my neck. Sarah's voice sliced through. He's twisting you. Caden looked at her for the first time. Sarah, you're blinded. He's poisoned you. She crossed her arms. I'm not saying a word to you. Then you admitted he's controlling you. I admit nothing. She said, you don't exist to me. The crowd gasped. Caden's mask slipped for half a breath. His eyes burned. Then the smile snapped back. There you have it, he said to the onlookers. He silenced her. I shouted. She made her choice. No. He purred. He forced it. Someone muttered, brainwashed. Another nodded. The tide turned against me again. I felt the web closing, every thread sticky with lies. I couldn't move without getting tangled deeper. Caden leaned close enough for only me to hear. They'll never believe you. Every word out of your mouth proves my story stronger. Keep talking, Aaron. You dig your own grave. My fist shook, but I stayed still. Sarah whispered, don't play his game. I'm already trapped. Then break the board. How? Silence. Starve his web. The crowd watched, waiting for me to explode. Caden smiled wider, expecting it. Instead, I breathed once and walked away. Whispers followed. Coward, see, he's guilty. Caden's right. I didn't care anymore. My head pounded with one truth. If I fought him on his stage, I'd lose every time. Sarah caught up. That was brave. That was suffocating. But it shook him. He wanted fire. You gave him ice. And the crowd loved his version anyway. For now, she said. Webs look strong until one thread snaps. I stared at the ground, jaw tight. I'm already tangled. Then we cut you free. I didn't answer. Inside, I knew the truth. Caden wasn't just weaving lies around me. He was weaving me into his play, and every move I made tightened the strands. I wasn't sure how much longer I could breathe inside his web. Chapter 5. Cracks in the mask. Next day, Caden's smile looked polished but brittle. Like glass ready to shatter. He stood in the cafeteria, spinning stories. I forgave him. He's troubled, not evil. We should pity him. His tone was silky, but the pause between words stretched too long. Students nodded, but I caught the flicker in their eyes. Doubt, small, but real. I sat with Sierra at the corner table. She leaned close. Do you see it? What? His mask. It's slipping. I think I'm imagining it. No, she said firmly. He's cracking. I wanted to believe her, but paranoia chewed at me. I've been wrong before. Across the room, Jonas slid into a seat, whispering with two others. I caught one line. He told us to lie for him. I don't know. The other muttered, if he's right, why does he need lies? The words lit through me. Proof, small, but enough to breathe. Sarah touched my hand. It's starting. Or he'll tighten the leash. I said. That afternoon, in the library, whispers buzzed. I leaned close to a shelf and overheard. He promised me a spot on the council if I back his story. He promised me the same. What if he's bluffing? Caden doesn't bluff. Then why does he look scared lately? Scared. The word rang in my chest. I stepped back to heart and the shelf rattled. They noticed me, eyes wide, then hurried out. Sierra found me between the aisles. What happened? He's bribing them. Promises he can't keep. Then let him choke on them. They'll still believe until he fails. Then we make him fail faster. Her conviction scared me as much as it steadied me. By evening, Caden confronted me outside the gym. His followers trailed behind, restless, staring. He said smoothly, still sulking. I didn't answer. Quiet again. Careful. Silence looks like guilt, or like control. I said, his jaw twitched. A crack. You think you've won something? He hissed. I think you're sweating. He stepped closer. Say that again. You're sweating, Caden. Murmurs rippled among his followers. He laughed, but it was sharp, brittle. I'm sweating because I'm carrying everyone. While you crumble under whispers, you're sweating because they're starting to see. See what? The truth that you need lies to breathe. His mask slipped. His voice dropped to a growl. Careful, Aaron. I can bury you. I smiled. Shaky but real. Say it louder. Let them hear. Eyes widened around us. His charm had cracked. His calm shredded. Sierra stepped out of the shadows. They heard enough. Caden spun on her. You shut your mouth. Her voice cut like glass. No. The word froze the air. For a moment, I saw it clear. Caden wasn't a god. He was a boy desperate to keep control, every thread of his web fraying. He forced a laugh. Look at them rebels in rags. Do you think anyone cares? Care enough to watch. I said, care enough to whisper. And whispers spread. His eyes burned. He leaned so close I felt his breath. I will destroy you. For the first time, I said, you sound honest. The crack widened. His mask had slipped, and others saw it. His friend shuffled, unsure. Doubt hung like smoke. Caden turned, rallying his smile again. But it faltered. Enjoy your moment. He snapped. It won't last. He stormed off, followers dragging behind. Silence weighed after. My heart pounded. Sierra exhaled. You pushed him. He pushed himself. You saw it. Yes. I whispered. He's not invincible. He's desperate. The thought shook me. Not safe yet, but for the first time, possible. Chapter 6. Breaking point. Be midweek. The rumor spread like wildfire. Caden was planning a truth gathering in the main hall. No one called it a trial. But that's what it was. Sierra gripped my arm when she heard. Don't go. If I don't, I look guilty. If you do, you walk into his stage. I've been living on his stage since I woke up. I said, this time, I'll speak. Fear not of me. But I was past hiding. The hall overflowed that evening. Students lined the walls, whispers buzzing like hornets. Caden stood at the center, spotlight bright on him, smile sharp enough to cut glass. Friends, he began, voice smooth. We gather not for hate, but for clarity. Lies have spread. I want truth. Applause rippled. He raised his hand like a king blessing peasants. I walked forward. Murmurs followed. There he is. Finally. Poor fool. Caden welcomed me with open arms. Aaron, thank you for joining. I forgive you already. I don't need forgiveness, I said. The crowd gasped. Caden tilted his head. Strong words. Shall we test them? He turned to the audience. This boy, my friend, once pulled Sierra away from me, not with love, but with lies. He told her poison. He turned her against me. I clenched my fists. She chose herself. She chose because you twisted her. He looked at Sierra. Tell them he manipulated you. Every eye shifted to her. Silence throbbed. Sierra stepped forward, voice clear. No, I chose him. I chose because I saw the truth you hide. Gasps cracked the hall. Caden's smile froze. What truth? That you use people, you feed them promises, then strip them bare. Lies. He snapped. She's brainwashed. He looked back at the crowd, desperate. He preyed on her weakness. He filled her with jealousy and rage. My chest burned. Jealousy? You offered bribes. I heard it. Promises of council seats, titles, power. You bought loyalty. A murmur spread. Someone whispered, he offered. Me the same. Another echoed, me too. Caden's mask cracked further. Rumors. He'll say anything. Then deny it, I shouted. Deny you bribed them. He opened his mouth, but no words came. His silence was louder than any. Confession. The hall shifted. Doubt spread like fire catching dry wood. Sierra's voice rang. You call him liar, but it's you who lied. You call him thief, but you steal hearts with chains. Shut up, Caden snapped. His calm shattered. The mask was gone. The crowd froze. He had never raised his voice like that. I stepped closer. This is who he is. Not the smile, not the savior. Just a boy terrified of losing control. He lunged toward me, fists trembling. His friends held him back, but not before everyone saw the rage blazing in his eyes. Jonah called out, hesitant but firm. Caden, this isn't you. It's always been him. I said, you just didn't want to see. Caden shoved his friends off, chest heaving. You think you've won. You think truth matters to them. They love me. They'll always love me. Then why are they backing away? I asked. Indeed. The circle had loosened. Students stepped back, whispers sharp. Did he just threaten him? I've never seen him like this. Maybe Oren's right. Caden spun, tried to rally them. Listen to me. He's tricking you. I'm the one who I cut him off. The one who lied. The one who bribed. The one who can't stand without a stage. His face contorted. I made you matter. No. You made me invisible. You needed me. I needed freedom. For a heartbeat, silence swallowed everything. Then Sierra said, steady as stone. And now he has it. The words shattered. The hall, Caden roared, this isn't over, and stormed out, followers trailing like broken shadows. The crowd erupted. Did you see his face? He lost it. Maybe he's not who we thought. I stood in the center, shaking. My chest heaved like I'd run a mile. Sierra touched my shoulder. You did it. No. I whispered. I crossed a line. What line? The one where silence was safer. Now he knows I'll fight. He won't stop. Jonah approached, pale. Aaron, I believed him once. But tonight I saw. Then remember it, I said. Because he'll try to paint over it tomorrow. Jonah nodded. The crowd thinned, whispers still chasing me. Sierra stayed close. Do you regret speaking? She asked. I regret waiting this long. Then Maybe it was worth it. I stared at the empty doorway where Caden had vanished. For the first time, he looked small, fragile under the weight of his own lies. But fear lingered. He wasn't gone. He was wounded, desperate, dangerous, and I knew. This breaking point was only the beginning. Chapter 7. The price of the fiancé. The day after the gathering, whispers split in two. Did you see him lose it? Caden snapped. No, Aaron tricked him. Caden was provoked. Doubt hung everywhere. Some eyed me with pity, some with suspicion, some with hate. Sierra walked beside me. They're breaking. Half with him, half not. Which half matters? The half that sees his mask crack. The half that still worships him will burn me first. By lunch, my locker was spray painted. Thief. Inside, my books were ripped, pages shredded. I stood frozen. Sierra's voice sharpened. This is his work. His hands are too clean. For paint, he sent others. That doesn't matter. It matters to me. He never dirties himself. He smiles while others bleed me. Jonah approached, guilt in his face. Aaron, I'm sorry. For what? I didn't stop them. They said if I spoke up, I'd be next. So you let them tear me apart instead. I say it plain. Jonah, he swallowed. I was afraid. Rage boiled. You were afraid. And I'm supposed to live with the damage. I'm not your enemy. Then stop acting like his shadow. Jonah flinched. I'm still here, aren't I? Barely. Sierra, step between us. Enough. Caden wants us divided. Don't give him that. I snapped. Easy for you to say. You're not the one with thief painted across your locker. Her voice cut cold. Do you think I don't hear them? Call me traitor. Do you think it's easy standing here? I bit backwards. My anger wasn't for her, but it spilled anyway later. I found my name scrawled on bathroom walls. Liar. Manipulator. Fraud. His whispers had grown teeth. That night, I sat with Sierra on the dorm steps. My head sank into my hands. I can't breathe under this. You're still breathing. Barely. You stood before the whole hall. Aaron, you survived that. You can survive paint. It's not paint. It's proof I'm losing. No, it's proof he's scared. Enough to fight dirty. I looked at her. And what if you break too? What if he wears you down? She didn't blink. Then I'll still fall on your side. I've heard promises before. Not this one. Not from me now. Her certainty scared me more than her doubt would have. The next day, Jonah pulled me aside. Caden's planning something bigger. What? He told his circle, you're dangerous. That you'll explode soon. He's framing you before it happens. I laughed bitterly. Smart. If I crack, I prove him right. If I stay silent, he calls it manipulation. Jonah whispered. He said you won the crowd once. He won't let it happen again. By evening, my door had been kicked in. My notes shredded, my desk overturned. Caden himself wasn't there, but his fingerprints glowed in the silence. I stormed to the courtyard, rage boiling. He was waiting, of course, smile sharp as glass, like the redecorating. He asked softly, you think destruction makes you strong? I think silence makes you weak. You're running scared. I'm running this place. He corrected, you won a round, but wars aren't won in one night. I stepped close. Then why whisper in the dark if you're so strong? His smile faltered, a crack. He leaned near my ear. You won the crowd once, but I won't let it happen again. Next time, you'll stand alone. Even she won't save you. I shoved him back. You don't scare me anymore. His eyes gleamed. Then you're already dead. He walked off. His orbit of followers dragging after him. Sierra emerged from the shadows, fury in her voice. What did he say? That he'll break me? And what do you believe? That he'll try? For the first time, I realized surviving him wasn't about truth anymore. It was about endurance. Every lie, every betrayal, every wound was the price I had to pay for defying him. And he wasn't done collecting. Chapter 8. The fall and the Fereth cracks widened faster than I expected. By morning, whispers weren't about me, they were about him. He promised me a seat. Promised me too. Then how can both of us have it? Maybe he's lying. The doubt spread like smoke through dry halls. Sarah nudged me at lunch. Do you hear it? I hear them turning. Truth doesn't need to shout. It only has to outlast his voice. And if he screams louder, then he burns faster. That night, Caden tried to gather his circle in the courtyard. I stood at the edge, unseen, as he raised his arms. My friends, he declared, you've been misled. Aaron twisted your trust. He wants to tear us apart. I gave you promises. Yes, but all promises can be fulfilled if you stay loyal. A murmur rose. One voice cut through. You promised me counsel. You promised him the same. Who's lying? Caden. Another added. You said we'd all stand above, but not all of us can. The circle wavered. Caden's smile strained. Doubt is poison. He snapped. Don't drink it. I stepped forward. Funny. You've been pouring it for years. Gasps rippled. All eyes turned. Caden's mask slipped immediately. You don't belong here. This is everyone's hall, not just your stage. He turned back to them. Voice urgent. Don't listen to him. He's jealous. He wants to drag you down because he can't rise. But one girl shook her head. If you're so strong, why do you need to crush him to prove it? Another boy muttered. Why do you need so many lies? Caden's jaw tightened. His calm shattered. Ungrateful, every one of you. Without me, you're nothing. The silence that followed was deadly. Even his closest allies flinched. Sarah's voice rang out behind me. That's who he is, not a leader. A cage Caden spun on her. You were mine. I was never yours. I was afraid. That's different. Afraid of what? Of seeing what you really were. The crowd stirred. Caden lunged toward her, but I blocked him. She remembers. I said, all of it. His eyes darted. Panic rising. She's lying. She's living, Sarah said firmly. And I'm standing where I should have before beside him. The words burned through me. For the first time, I didn't feel alone. Caden's voice cracked. You think he's stronger than me? He's nothing. No, I said. I'm free. That's enough. The crowd pressed closer, not to support him, but to watch him fall. He lashed out wildly. You all owe me. I built you. I carried you. No, someone whispered. You used us. Liar, he screamed, pointing at me. This is your fault. Finally, I said, you sound honest. His face twisted. He grabbed a chair, hurled it against the wall. The crash echoed. Final. His aura shattered with it. The circle broke. His followers scattered, one by one, until only a handful lingered. Eyes wide with fear, Caden stood trembling, chest heaving, mask gone, fire blazing. But he looked small like a boy screaming in the dark, trying to make the shadows obey. Sarah stepped beside me. This is his end. No, I whispered. This is his fire consuming him. Caden's voice cracked again. You'll regret this, both of you. You'll crawl back when you see what the world is without me. I shook my head. The world without you is finally real. For the first time, I didn't fear him. I pitied him. He tried to speak again, but the words strangled. He turned, staggering, and walked into the night alone. His fire burned behind him, but it no longer lit anything. The courtyard was silent. All eyes turned to me. What now? Someone whispered. I didn't answer. My chest still throbbed, but the weight pressing on it had shifted. Caden wasn't invincible anymore. He was broken. Sarah touched my hand. Steady. We survived his fire for now, I said. But fire leaves scars. We walked away together, leaving the ashes behind. Chapter 9. Justice or closure. Halls felt different after his fall. Not silent, never silent, but lighter. The whispers carried doubt now, not daggers. Caden lost it. He was lying. Maybe Aaron wasn't the villain. The words didn't heal me, but they cut less deep. Sarah walked beside me. Steady. They're shifting. Shifting isn't the same as believing. They don't need to believe. They just need to stop worshiping him. And what about me? What about you? I'm still the boy they called thief. Then be the boy who survived it. Her certainty scared me more than their whispers ever did. By dusk, I found him. Or maybe he found me. Caden leaned against the stairwell wall, alone, eyes hollow. No followers, no mask, no stage. Just a boy stripped bare. You took everything, he rasped. No, I said quietly. You burned everything. I gave them light. You gave them lies. His laugh cracked, and they loved it, until they saw the fire for what it was. He pushed off the wall, stumbling closer. You think you've won. There was nothing to win. You stole her. You ruined me. I didn't steal her. You lost her. His voice broke. I had everything, and you couldn't hold it without chains. For the first time, I wasn't afraid. I wasn't angry either. I only pitied him. He sneered. Say it. Say you're better than me. I don't need to. Silence stretched. He shook his head, muttered something bitter, and walked away into the dark. No one followed. Sear a step. Out from the shadows. What did he want? To drag me down with him? Did he succeed? No, I said, not this time. We sat on the stairwell. The night air was cool, almost kind. So what now? She asked. Revenge. I shook my head. Revenge already happened. He destroyed himself. Forgiveness then. I don't know if I have that in me. Closure. Maybe she studied me. And me. Do you trust me now? I hesitated. My chest ached with the memory of betrayal, the fire of whispers, the pain on my locker. But I looked at her and said, I trust that you chose me. What I do with that choice I'll decide tomorrow. She smiled faintly. Tomorrow is enough. I leaned back, staring at the dark sky. For the first time, it didn't feel like a cage inside me. Scars throbbed, but they weren't chains anymore. Caden's fire was gone. His web was ash. I wasn't free of pain, but I was free of him. Maybe that was justice. Maybe that was closure. Or maybe it was just survival. Either way, it was mine.